Through trials and tribulations, you have prevailed. Your spirit is unbreakable, never derailed. With a rich heritage and culture and grace, Liberia, you are the land we embrace.
You are welcome to the bottom line, Liberia.
What a beautiful, beautiful Friday evening. The weekend starts now, and today is the 5th of the month of September 2020. 25. We're rolling.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Paul, do you really see that we've gone this far? I mean, the 9th month of the year.
Well, first of all, I want to say good evening to you. And that is the point. I remember when we were kids, we used to watch this show back home. They used to call Space 1999. And one never thought that that year, 1999, was ever going to reach. It came and passed. And now there was another time called the new millennium, which we never thought of. We saw that. Now we in 2025. The next 5 years will be in 2030. Could you imagine how time flies? Wow.
And talking about space 1999, the other day I was searching the internet, I saw that one of the actors died, Barry Moss. I memorized the average for space 1999 when
Mhm.
Eustace Smith made that average. The time is September in the year 1999. The demonstrating explosion has blasted the moon out of space, leaving 311 men and women trapped and isolated. But with a strong will to survive on a terrifying journey through space, they come face to face with forces of nature. So strange.
Yep.
So yeah, and we people predicted that in the year 1999 the war would blast, and then they took it from 99, they brought it to the year 2000 with the Y2K. You guys in the computer world, you need that time. And I remember we were sitting there by the TV that night, waiting for New Year night. Like we are already Georgia coming to execute or we all die. So we waited
Yep.
until it was New Year 2000 and nothing happened. So time flies so much. What do you have for us today on the international level? And then
Well,
nobody Liberian side.
right, great. On the international scene, on the international scene, we're going to look at this. The war. Today, something is happening in the world that happened in the Western country to be a little bit scary. So this morning we'll be talking about it. Is this the new war order? Is it the three people now that having NATO and other Western allies to be jittering? We'll be looking at that today. So then on the local front, we'll be looking at the outburst with Dr. Richardson and Jackie. And I think it's something that we need to talk about because it is quite fascinating. And equally so, President Weah, this is the topic that I want us to look into. According to DN News Liberia, FIFA appoints George Weah and Didier Dropper on the anti-racism panel. We need to look at that. When you are called for a purpose, why do you leave what you are called for to divert to something? Is this a place that George Weah should be or should be thinking about presidency? That's the discussion. Then another topic today that really caught my attention. A 23-year-old boy raped an 8-month-old baby in Saclapie, Nima County. Should the country Liberia consider death penalty for this kind of behavior? We'll be looking at that. We'll also be looking at another interesting story about this story here. The Cochlear's former LTA boss and now got found of it $2.8 million cannot be accounted for. So we're going to have a very good story today. So to our viewers, share the show. It's going to be quite interesting. So let me say something quickly to our viewer for joining us. I want to say welcome to the bottom line discussion. Kindly share the show. It will be interesting today. And I all want to say, Linford, good to see you. Happy Friday. We're in, wow, today the 5th of September 2025. And I want to start with being a friend of King Charles. I'm pleased and happy to be among the living. I'm happy to be in paradise. What say you, my dear brother?
Well, I'm happy to be. We are all happy to be here, or except that our weather is changing. I think you can see me. I'm over wearing my hood. Our weather is changing, and we getting back again normal.
Yeah. I think you muted because of something. You muted.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh sorry, I forgot my mute button. Oh, like I said, I'm happy to be here, and this beautiful weekend. The weekend starts today, and it's been a healthy week. Our weather is changing. It's been rainy all along, and we're getting a little bit ready to go back. That's why you see me. I got my hood on, and we see what happens. But like you said, those topics that you outlined, they are very interesting. We want to urge our viewers to stay with us after our musical break to share the show. While you are listening and joining in, you also invite a friend. And we're going to be talking about the developments around the world, and especially in Liberia, where we come from. So it's a lot of interesting things on the show tonight. Welcome. And Paul, you can roll the music, and then we can share the show.
Okay.
Gigi.
Yeah, like the way they did break. Strap her in the street and irritate for pay. I say, hey, like the way they did break. Got me on the traffic looking for a fair pay. I say, hey, like the way they did break. Strap her in the street and irritate for pay. I say, hey, like the way they did break. So go on the block looking hungry and Johnny. Hey, SOS scrap on scratch. Sunday cool, Sunday ball. I bring music and get money. At least some inside. We all know my reverse catala. You follow state police to go clear side. No black and dapper, no matter check. You can eat my eye. Ale boom my ya. Okay, Marco bring that to my ya. Now to far after a month. Stay the pay counter from here to Mola. And we on. At least Sunday song get shot. Une le compte lucky high. While the junior lucky fan. But when you tell a blaming money, he can roll a man. Walk up a minute, get start running when they yeah gon' son. And I'm notorious when I step, you know say trouble in time. Too easy. Yeah. Like the way they did break. Strap her in the street and irritate for pay. I say, hey, like the way they did break. Got me on the traffic looking for a fair pay. I say, hey, like the way they did break. Strap her in the street and irritate for pay. I say, hey, like the way they did break. So go on the block looking hungry and Johnny. Hey, once upon a time, not easy for looking time. FFP, I hadn't choke. Back when I was in my prime, she already looking fun. She just feel like girl time. I in my blood, share my blood, you on my news copy. Look up picking up a brabbing and you worry again. And so I said it all the bad bitches on team with me. I like it thick, I like it short, I like it skinny with me. For no my inside my pocket, like my music causing traffic. Just a driver, give me live. Kobo Oma, give me separate. Yeah, where is Zuo? I know one day I will make it. Like who cook it in and don't. Now I say about cook it. And look time you go live and you go tell what it pay. Yeah, like the way they did break. Strap her in the street and irritate for pay. I say, hey, like the way they did break. Got me on the traffic looking for a fair pay. I say, hey, like the way they did break. Strap her in the street and irritate for pay. I say, hey, like the way they did break. So go on the block looking hungry and Johnny.
Wow, welcome to the Bottle Line discussion. This is the Lord Cholope from the great city of London, the friend of King Charles. In Studio B, I have with me the great man himself, the Afro Viking. Linford is in the studio, the man with the been behind the microphone for the past 30 years. Welcome to the show. Kindly share the show. Kindly share the show. This will be firing today. Happy Friday to our followers. And Linford, you want to recognize few pricing here, Fedekete. Happy Friday. I see Jefferson Carter. Is that Carter? Yes. Happy Friday. And then who else again? Oh,
Eric Pan.
Okay. Yes.
Well,
So,
guys, like my colleague
first,
said, if you just joining us, this is a Portal Line Liberia discussions, and we come here every Tuesday and Friday. We discuss the issues as they are from our own perspectives. we may not, you may not hear what we want to say, and you may not hear what you expect from us to say it. So we say it the way we see it, and it's just how we see it, and we cannot change it. We may not be right, we may not be wrong either. That's why everybody's entitled to his own opinions. Everybody's entitled to what they want to do. But let me say welcome to all of you again. Like Paul said, it's going to be fiery tonight, not in a negative way, but we're going to do our best to bring it to you the way we see it. And I don't know, Paul, whether you want to start with the some international videos so we can roll from there.
Yes, we'll do it, but let me put the topics up first that our viewers can share the show. Maybe for those who joining. So we'll be looking at a few things here. Today, we want to know whether what our former president said, whether this one here is it a new world order between these three men? If you are India and the rest of them, then it's four. Is that the reason why the world now becoming scary? That's one. And then we'll look at the world, then move on to Liberia, Mama Liberia. Something quite interesting here about Mama Liberia. And one of the things we'll follow this music called Diarrhea. According to this story here from DN News Liberia, FIFA appoints President Weah and Didier Drogba as the anti-racism panel. It says the question would be, should George Weah stick with football now or return to the presidency? This is the discussion, and want our viewers to also chime in. And then we'll be looking at the situation with Dr. Richardson on Spawn and Jackie. Something about that thing that happened, and she's a CMC global leader. We'll be looking at that as well. Then we end up what? Should Liberia now bring back the death penalty? Why am I saying this? This story here is in the front page Africa. A 23-year-old boy raped an 8-month-old baby in Saclay, PA. The question is, should Liberia now bring back the death penalty for this sort of behavior, this criminal murderer act? So this will be the topic of the day. So yes, and then we'll look at one other interesting thing in the newspaper today that we'll be talking about. This one here, the Coke Class former LTA boss. And now we know Ministry of Finance, there is a GAC report that $2.8 million is unaccountable. Should Gaspar be prosecuted too? So these are the topics we want you to share the show. Linford, that's the topic.
Okay. You guys, you heard it, and Liberia is really, really interesting. So, but Paul, let's start from the international front first. If you permit me, I will ask you that we start with the George Weah stuff, and let's give it some thoughts.
Yeah.
I think the reason why we're starting with George Weah stuff, because actually sports should be the last in every news, but there's a reason why I want us to start with that, because George Weah is not just a sportsman. He now became, from the time he became president, he now became the biggest the biggest person in the country, president. So anything concerning him, we not look at it from the sporting side, we look at it from the presidential side, and then drag it down to the sporting side. So we start with that.
Okay, so this is the story. This story is quite interesting, and I want our viewers to also chime in. George Weah is a legend.
Viewers, the question here Paul is asking is whether George Weah should now go back to the sporting arena, even though he may not be playing football now, but to all of the on that board on the panel against racism, because we know in football, it's a lot of things that happen in football, especially in Europe here. European football, in my own opinion, would not be interesting if Africans are not playing. That's what I feel. And like I said, this show will give opinions. So I feel that Africans have contributed a lot to football. And George Weah, who became the only African in the entire world to win 3 titles the same year, 1994, right? The man won the Ballon d'Or, he won the Africa's best, Europe's best. Okay, at the same time, other people can win it, but at different time. And in fact, no one at the time, but he won all three. He bagged all 3 titles at the same time. Now, this man excelled in the football world, and he left. But during his days on the football field, he also had his share of the racism that happens here in Europe. Racism happens in Europe from all fronts, from the job site, even in social gathering, football, just you name it. Imagine, I remember a couple of years, roughly 10, 12 years ago, I was just coming from school. I was in one other city, and there were a group of Nigerian boys, young boys, man, engineers, so we usually met every weekend, and we went out to this club. We went to the club, we bought ticket. So we standing allowed to go in. Everybody went in, and the guys used to call me chairman because they were all young boys. I was older than all of them. So they used to call me chairman. So we've gone out. And in fact, that night, I was so tired, they came for me. They said, chairman, you got to go. So we went. I just went about 6 or 7. When we entered the club, the moment we entered the club, I don't know what happened. One guy went to the security that the African people are smelling in the club. Can you imagine? And the security started to ask people outside. We all reported to went in. So then it was like the glamour king. So I went to the other police guy. I said, excuse me, can I talk? I'm the bigger brother for all these people. I want to talk. He said, what you must say? I say, who the person that smell us, that smell African people in this club here? Let the person come. And what smell did he or she smell? They can produce the person. So I said, okay, the boss will stay here. Nobody leaving this club here, they will stay here. And it became a big confusion. The police people, they had no choice but to allow them to stay. So I asked the guy, the time when you buy the ticket, you didn't smell the people before you sold ticket to them. How do you smell it? How do you smell African money people? You got more than almost 1,000 people in the club. So the racism is everywhere. And so if George Weah experienced racism, and I'm sure I can 100% show you that Didier Drogba experienced it also. That Didier Drogba also experienced it. So the two of them, they are appointment to that panel. I think for me it makes sense because they have experienced it firsthand. And like if you ask any African football supporter in Africa now, all the young boys that support the Barcelona, all the other teams, if you ask them whether they know anything about racism in football, they will not know because they have not seen it. But we have seen it. Here where a Norwegian or Norwegian boy with Norwegian mother, Gambian father, were playing football, a good guy, and they still had to suppress that guy today he got to start football simply because he's not typical Norwegian. You see? So, we see these things. So now they will bench all the Google player, all the I play anti-football, 4th division, 3rd division, yeah, I play. The guy will time for training, we'll go train. We the other nationality, the Arab beginner, the African boy, we'll go play. Time for training, we'll train. Time for game, the ball will come from behind the cow. The cow close stay on there, they come right away. The coach will get in Chelsea, and then they'll bench us. So one time I got mad. I told the coach, why you always do this? These people don't come. So I will go for practice. We have only 3 or 4 on the practice ground. But time for game, you have when the 30 people come in, then they put all of them in Chelsea. So then the coach said, no, they think we want for our children to improve. So I said, okay, what about we can improve? I took a football, I kick it from the football field. I kick a football in the bush, because so that people can pace people out. So I'm happy that George Weah and Didier Drogba, who have lived first-hand experience in the football world, the racism in the football world, if they are appointed there, they will be able to, make a difference, I think. And Paul, you live in the UK, especially in London, where most of the teams are. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yes, Linford, you're right. And let me put this up again because it's quite interesting, though. And I agree with what you said with the racism part. George Weah experienced there. He meant to get his second Ballon d'Or, but what denied him? It was the game against Milan, and one thing when he bought somebody in the tunnel that denied him for winning the second Ballon d'Or. So now, according to the News Liberia that he and Didier Drogba have been appointed on the anti-racism panel. So the question here, and our viewer really want you to know, should George Weah stick with the football, the natural thing that God gave him, the entertainment part, the thing that made him legend, instead of returning to politics? So another thing is, can George Weah apply to run to be FIFA president? That's another thing, because black person have not heard that position before. Instead of hurting his face, going back to Liberian politics, where the sporting arena is his area. So the question here is, one our view of you, should George Weah continue with the sporting activity and forget about politics, or should he return to run again to be president of Liberia? So this is the thing, he been appointed on this role. Should he continue? So Linford, I agree with you. Racism in football, they're trying to get rid of racism. And most of the Eastern Bloc countries, they have yet to grab hold of what we call racism in football. Although UK and other countries that have a lot of black players, they still experience it, but we still need voices like George Weah and others. So this is the situation we face with. So should George Weah continue with his sporting activity or run to be president of the Republic of the... Yeah, Francis is right. He said it was FC Porto. And the guy is... That's Francis, you are absolutely spot on. So this guy is still on the autocrats or the technocrats continue with this thing about politics. Should George Weah continue the sporting arena? This is the question. We need your vote here. We need to talk about it. This is quite important. The legend himself has now been appointed. So this is the story that is treated on the internet. Where you say,
yeah, but if you ask that question whether George Weah should go back to politics or to accept or to even run for FIFA, I would say George Weah, as an individual, I think he's still the highest seat in any nation, which is the presidency. So I think, yeah, he could go as FIFA, because for me, becoming FIFA president, I think is president for the entire football world. Anywhere in the world where they play football, you are the president for that particular country. So you could be well known around the world. I mean, or Liberian president, how many people know George Weah as president of Liberia? How many people know Joe Boakai as president of Liberia? But when Sepp Blatter was president, everybody knew him. All the people who knew about football knew Sepp Blatter. Okay, and the new guy who is there, I've not been following it, so I don't know his name. But the thing is, okay, yeah, Jorge Costa. I think it was Jorge Costa that had the problem with George Weah. But I think George Weah could go for the presidency of FIFA, or he could maybe start on that panel that they named them to. Or guys, I'm sorry for the noise background. I have somebody that I can control easily. And so he could start from there, from that panel, and maybe go into the FIFA thing. And he can come back to Liberia to become. I mean, it's a free world, you know. So nobody can determine what he will do. He decides what he wants to do. So I think that's my cut on it, that he can decide what to do. But I would think that he can settle for any position now that he's not president, because there's not even any guarantee that he comes by now, he can be elected as president of Liberia. So get what you have or what you are offered until you can get what you want.
So Linford, remember the last Ballon d'Or that was given up? It was presented by George Weah to these young men are playing for Man City. Now FIFA come knocking on his door again, say, look, we appointed you on the anti-racism panel. So you remember the guy called Plantini, the former footballer, he also became big man in FIFA. So is it about time that George Weah, instead of going to be president of Liberia, why can't he just be that first person again, the first black man to become president of FIFA?
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it all makes your suggestion makes sense.
Yeah. So
Yeah, your suggestion it makes sense. But again, like I said, this is a decision that Joshua himself can make. Whether to come and be running to become president like Liberia, where people be causing you, people accusing you, people doing everything, you got no private life, or to go and accept an easy job at FIFA where they will call on you anytime, they buy your flight ticket, whether you have private jet or whatever, nobody will be accusing you of, so it's a decision that he has to make. But again, like I said, this man has tasted the highest power in the land, and so power is always something that can get to people's head. So I don't know, but it's a decision that he can make. He could make for himself.
okay, it's a decision that he have to make. So viewer, when you join us for the first time, this is the bottom line. Kindly click on our left button, share the show. This is interesting. So Linfo, let's transition a little bit here. Let's go to international front, and then we'll come back to Mama Liberia. Before we go to international front, to our viewers, this is the story that broke out in Sanikole. A 23-year-old young man raped an 8-month-old baby in Saclay, PA. The question here is, instead of us, should Liberia now consider bringing a death penalty back because people like this should not be in society? These are the issues we're going to talk about, but we'll come back to that topic. It's quite interesting and want your view on this. But before that, this is the thing that is trading internationally. These three gentlemen here, they said a new world order that the Western country is afraid of. This is the talking point. On Wednesday, China put all the biggest ever military parade that the world saw, and Donald Trump and other people started jittering. So we're going to look at that. We also want your view on this. So let's look at a little video on this topic, and then want your input because it's quite interesting. This is the international thing. So our news, we're getting the news from the first post news from India. So let's listen to this. Want your input. Really want your input on this. Are we in a new world order? Give us your feedback on this.
First, with the SCO summit in Tianjin, where it tried to position itself as a stable and reliable partner. And now with the Victory Day parade in Beijing, where China is flexing its military muscle. You may have seen the pictures already. China held a massive military parade today, the first of its kind in 5 years. And what was the occasion? The 80th anniversary of China's victory over Japan in World War II. That's how they put it. So kicking off the spectacle was an 80-gun salute. This was China's largest ever military parade, the largest in their history. It was attended by 50,000 people, not to mention a long list of foreign dignitaries. There were more than 25 heads of state, including Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. These two were the guests of honor, Putin and Kim. They flanked Chinese President Xi Jinping at the parade. The event was replete with symbolism, starting from Xi Jinping's attire. He wore a Mao suit today, a suit similar to what Mao Zedong used to wear, clearly an attempt to channel Mao, the father of modern China, and that too on a day like this when Xi has outdone Mao. Xi Jinping has held more military parades than Mao Zedong. Even in the Mao era, China had a massive military. In terms of troop numbers, they were quite big. But their weapons were primitive. Today, Xi Jinping showcased a different PLA. That's what they call their military, the PLA, the People's Liberation Army. Today, they showcased a modern fighting force. Although this force is still not battle-tested, but the scale was staggering. 10,000 troops marched in Tiananmen Square. There were more than 100 aircraft and hundreds of other weapon systems. This includes conventional weaponry and advanced tech, from air defense lasers to stealth fighter jets, anti-ship missiles, undersea drones. Like I said, most of it is not battle-tested, so take China's claims with a pinch of salt. They even showcased robot dogs. That's right. Beijing's new soldiers are robot dogs. So China flexed serious military muscle today, but what was their real objective? What were they trying to do? They were trying to send a message to rivals and partners alike. For Xi Jinping, this was a chance to show progress, to highlight the rapid modernization of China's armed forces. The PLA now claims to have hypersonic missiles, unmanned aerial systems, counter-drone weapons, and cyber and electronic warfare tools. And they say all of it has been built at home. All of it is made in China. The idea is to signal that the PLA can wage war across all domains: land, sea, air, cyber, and space.
So, Linfa, this is what we saw on Wednesday. And it is quite interesting that on Wednesday, Donald Trump he texted on X that thank you to China, China and North Korea and Russia that aspire against the US. The thing is, this alone scared the world that if you have all of these forces coming together, is this? So the question is this the new world order with these three people, these three gentlemen here, these three that the world now so afraid of? Talk to me, Linford. Talk to me. This is what I'm interested in. Instead of the new world order, talk to me. Listen to the video. Look at the amount of weapon these people show. It's just homemade. Didn't get it from Russia. Didn't get it from North Korea. Chinese. Is that the way we're going?
Well, we've been saying this thing over and over. The table is turning, right? The table is turning from that old order where we have one rooster in the town. And it's time for the roosters in the town to test their strength. If you ever live in a village in Liberia or maybe in Monrovia or anywhere where people are raising chicken, and you got one rooster in the town, and the moment, or in that particular village, the moment they bring one new rooster, the two of them will have to fight to test their strength to know who's going to be the real rooster. But when you are the rooster in the town, you got all the hens around, you own all of them. But until one new rooster comes, nobody will know who is the real rooster. So we've had it in the West, we have the few guys parading with some antique World War II bomber together, they passing around with each other, then they turn it to you, they say we war power, with this, with that. Now, China is saying no, North Korea is saying no, Russia is saying no. We got men on the other side too. So if you want to see why we say we got men on the other side, let's showcase. So that's why it's all about showing what they have, so that the other people on the other side will know that, no, listen, we've been doing it here for long, but look at there's a new power rising on the other horizon. So people have to now be careful as to how they want to rule the world. Because you can't get you go all over the place, you overthrow other people's government when you get ready, you care so long time, M16 rifle and go and move that president, you fly a few outdated bombers and throw a few bombs over the place and destroy them because you know they don't have the strength. So all the people that have been overthrowing government around the world, Gaddafi and Wenegani and Saddam Hussein, accusing them of having weapons of mass destruction, let them go overthrow China now. Because China finish it, China say, we'll get a weapon of mass destruction, we'll get it, yeah. North Korea always patrolling in Russia. Oh, you'll go there now, you'll go overthrow them. Let them go now. You see, they will never do it. So we, the smaller countries, like poor Libya, poor Saddam Hussein and they were the victim. Simply because they get bad news and say, okay, Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. Let's move there. They went the whole through, they kill the men, they kill all the Iraqi people. Today, Iraq cannot be the way it used to be under Saddam Hussein, even though they too were not very far. But everybody was suffering at the same time. So they destroyed our country. The country is in destitute, and still they left it. Now, the thing they've been looking for in Iraq, they've been looking for all what they play. Russia said, we'll get it. Yeah. They're not hiding it. They patrol in the street. They went to Iran. They say they bombed Iran nuclear power. The next morning, we saw Iran patrolling that thing. They say, we still get it. You're going now. You know. So, what is the power? There is no power. It's just being the scarecrow, scarecrow. You know, like on the farm, when the animals destroy your food, you face that false human being, put it there, the scarecrow. So the crow now will be afraid of, hey, now what's been happening with the West? But now the East has waking up and said, no, listen, we are here. We are the real men. Let America patrol that one now. Let's see it. So, you know, the days of the West is being numbered.
So why make of this story here? Because Russia, I mean Putin and the rocket man already signed agreement that if you attack one, you attack the other. So when these countries now have similar thing, because this is where we're heading. When China agreed to do it too, just where the Western countries decide they have NATO, you attack one, you attack all. And just these three countries, if you are Iran on this group, then Pakistan in this group as well. Then India, which we don't know where side they're heading now because of Donald Trump, India could also be falling into this group here. If these people have their own alliance that if you touch one, you touch all, what will become of this so-called NATO that we've been hearing about have been causing unnecessary problem in the world? What say you, Linford?
Oh, you see, this particular group here, this particular group, they are the superpower right now. I can tell you no lie. I can put it point blank. They are the super. No power can stand this particular group right now. No. Because all of them, they have the weapons, they have the military hardware. Then plus that, they have the military men, the boots, the actual boots. Then they get the technology. So the Chinese, all the things the Chinese guy was showing, you do need particular human being to activate it. They all computer activated. But sitting out, so maybe the man is some 30 kilometers away and get pressing button. And they pack different people somewhere way in the forest, and they get that precision missiles. No, man. No, Paul, let me tell you, the technology robot dealing with is GPS activated. It can take you to the direct point. If they say they want to inflict casualty on me here in the studio right now, they can do it. They gotta go from the whole small city I live in. No, you see, so the robot are precise. So you get one group of people who will take something like the wind looking at hawk. They fly from several miles to go. You can intercept that thing and blow it in the air. Don't forget intercept it and blow it in the air. Yeah? Because you carrying it to go fly to go, like what they did in Iran. Nobody they will not even bother, they will let you fly it first.
So
right in the air, they intercept it and blow it up.
That welcome Padole.
So
welcome Padole. But Linford, something I'm going to talk about. In our video clip, they talk about the robot dogs. Instead of sending human being on the field, they'll be sending the robot dogs to fight. Well, this is the way the world is going on. We're not going to send human beings. We'll send them.
You saw the drones fly, right?
Yeah, and then they got the robot dogs that they can send on the battlefield. Yeah.
Yeah, so, no drones. See, it's just so difficult to handle it. Because no drones, they are already weapons by themselves. And when they fly over your territory, when you blast them, you cause trouble. Because the moment you blast them, they will spread.
But also in the video,
that will spread that bomb, that total bomb going so.
Yeah, in the video, they also created the laser weapon that will bring down those drones. That it show us that this is the technology we have. It can bring down the drones. So in reality, the Chinese are more, but the journalist said that it hasn't been tested in combat. Now there is a situation you have how they call it, Russia and Ukraine fighting. We don't know whether Russia is using some of the development that China came up with. We don't know. It could be the testing ground of these weapons that the Chinese have designed. But Dole, welcome to the show. I don't know if you've been following or we're looking at the new world order. So what say you? Welcome.
Thank you very much for allowing me to be with you guys tonight. To be realistic, these are the superpower people. That's why I always say in my statements at all times, the only way any country can graduate from poverty and inferiorities and whatever is to be able to do things on his own, to have knowledge on technologies. If we manage to be able to invent things on our own, then we will be able to be independent. So long we are not able to do that, we cannot be independent. The three guys you see them, so they are the most dangerous people on earth today. Very powerful and quiet. They don't pick force at no one. That's how I see it to be with them. They are people you prepare for any eventualities, but you don't pick force at no one. People always pick at them and do a wolf crying. So which is not correct, to be realistic. If you look at the root cause of the war that going on today in Ukraine, someone who really look at it logically and sincerely, you will know who caused the problem. You will know. But when you're talking, the West will go against you for nothing.
Oh.
And so I don't know. I don't know how to describe the situation. But these people, more especially China, is a cold water run deep. That particular country, they see that guy walking, Jella, Toto can't go nowhere, but don't mind him. Whatever he's doing. That guy in the middle there, you know what he's doing in life? Very quiet, he doesn't talk too much, but he always focus. So he's a kind of person. So the only thing I can say in this particular matter is let all pray that people should come back to their senses, at least defuse this kind of crisis that are going on, to see how best we can remain in peace. The little old age we have, we should die peacefully. That's what I can say.
That's what Padole can say. We should.
Well, Padole, you know, there is no degree of prayer that can do anything. Even in heaven, people fall there. So go here for a while.
But God says you will always be praying for peace. I'm an old man.
Padole say we should die peacefully.
I want to die peacefully. When I die, at least
even on the battlefield, when people pray about the war,
you should have the time to say, hey, this our papero, papero all needs to be like this. At least they can be running with bundle on their head, you know, all they can do. So
the other war part you can run. If that war, that one you can't, in that people in the push for you.
You guys can just say one place.
War is a war, my man.
People can throw a team in front of you behind anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. You can run in your bedroom set, no problem. That's a running is a running.
Nobody more depend on prayer. Nobody should depend on prayer.
Linford and Padole, the journalists, the reporters say, although these weapons have been displayed but haven't been tested. But then who's standing inside there? Putin could request somebody weapon, give it to us. Let's do the testing for you in Ukraine.
Who tell you that Putin is not testing the thing there? Every 9 years that 200 drones have flown over Ukraine, 300 drones have flown over Ukraine.
Not those things. But they don't not conventional war. They're talking about warfare. They're talking about no thing. You think Russia? Yeah, no people not. Anyway, so now
Russia is that 300?
small
When
war
we
like
talk
Ukraine,
about real technology, Russia is number one.
a small country like Ukraine, you don't expect Russia to go display or start using all that thing. And no, yeah, trust me, the same way America can fight Liberia, you think America bring all that they want to using Iran a few days?
Lingo, listen, let me tell you something. You see, I want all to know that Russia is now fighting Ukraine in that manner to say it's a full-scale war. No, he doing it to diminish the people, the
Yeah,
citizens.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So when you
If
say,
you will say if
we
conventional,
say Russia not using those,
yeah,
Russia is not using anything powerful.
yeah, Russia could be using some of the equipment, tested in whatever. But what I'm talking, he not declaring full-scale war on Ukraine. He's not doing it. We all know that. Even the great United States said no that. That's why Donald Trump told the Ukrainian president, he said, look here, you're playing with fire, you're playing with World War III. Don't push the people to go into World War III. Because I know that country, what the country is capable of doing. Don't push us into it. Donald Trump didn't hide it from the man. He said it. There's a videotape to that.
Right. Thank you, Padole. This is so, Linford, that's what we have for the international scene. The new world order. This is where it's going. They have the so-called Western country now today. We thought we had it all, and these guys are pushing ahead. And guess what? If any of our, I would say particularly to my country, Liberia, if they're smart enough, I think they should take opportunity and now start looking at the global south, because this is where you benefit a lot instead of being with the same old other guys that decided they will keep you in poverty. This is the new way to go. And guess what? There are few smart leaders in Africa today that are benefiting from this country. Burkina Faso, one of them, Niger, Mali, they're benefiting. Apart from that, you get Zimbabwe that attended the conference. Then you get South Africa right there benefiting. The others that decide to stay with the old people, we know what it is. World Bank will give you $1 million and then they take $2 trillion from you. They keep you in poverty. If these guys smart enough, they should start looking at global south and benefit that will help their country. But
Yeah,
if
Paul.
you get a leaders, Padole. So
Yeah,
if
please.
you have leaders who now up there, they will not take it. Padole, what you say?
Yeah, please can't Liberia all of that thing you're talking there.
No, I just gave you an example. Not only Liberia, there's so many countries that still go. You have the British Empire.
In West Africa, the country that still looking up to their slave master is one is Liberia, Ivory Coast, Guinea, off and on, Sierra Leone, off and on. You understand what I'm saying?
The thing is, the reason why I'm saying people need to take advantage. Look at
off and on.
you just mentioned
Especially those that really, really looking up to their slave master is Liberia and Ivory Coast.
You just mentioned Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone have gone to the global south and requested the bit of nuclear power for them to have 24/7 electricity. Russia agreed.
That's what I'm saying.
Burkina Faso agree. So Liberia, you always go into this same big brother. It's that refer to World Bank. They gave you $1 million. You pay $2 trillion on that on interest. When will we grow up? Linford, talk to me. This is what I said. It's time for them to take.
Well, for me, my closing on this new world order thing, and particularly what you just mentioned about it's about time for African countries to go to the global south. I think the smartest countries will begin to go, and they're going to be the pioneers there. Then the rest of them that will remain behind and decide to go later on, they'll be colonized by the ones that will be there first. So, you see, it's always about life is about taking risks. If you don't take risks, you will always be stuck at one point, because like country like Liberia, they don't want to take risks. they look around and say, that day America will be going to oil wrong. And then when it get tough, we can go world transport in our pocket. But if we leave the world here and go to new group, what will happen to us? Or if we leave our slave master, so they are afraid. And anybody who cannot take risk, my friend, you do not develop. Development is associated with risk. You see? So one thing I love about these countries, the China, the Russia, the whether South Korea too, or North Korea, or in our East, none of them ever colonized any country. They did not take slave in Africa, at least not in Africa. So they too, like Russia has been the victim of suppression. That's why, in fact, they fought hard to break down the Soviet Union so they can be strong. So they were being suppressed. They are the victim of suppression. The same suppression that African countries have been going through that got us underdeveloped. Russia went through it, just that they are strong enough to come out. China all went through it. China was colonized. They were being suppressed. Okay? And they're coming up. So when I look at the Chinese, I look at Russia, even though they are white people, the Russian and the Chinese, yeah, they are Asians. But when I see them, I see Africans through them. I see myself through them. I see this Chinese little child whose parents did not have money, that used to go fishing before they eat, that used to farm before they eat. I see the Chinese little boy who will walk several miles just to go fetch water. I see this Russian child that will live like an Eskimo. They will build a snow something and go under there and protect themselves from the cold, even though inside the snow too is cold. So I see myself through them. Africans, we should look at them. We should look at those people. Those people to suffer. Not the Westerners, or the Europeans who came from in the caves, and when they came out, the only way they could validate themselves to show supremacy was to suppress other people. Okay, it's just like you brought a guy from in the interior, you bring to the city. When life start getting good now, then you feel that he's on top of things. You want to control everything. That's what they did. Life was existing in Africa. Okay, when they came from the caves, then they tried to they tap into our civilization, even though it was early and primitive, but it was still civilization. When they tap into it, they develop it, then they suppress or took. Imagine that you're taking your friend human being to be your slave. Can you imagine who will right mind? Some man can do that kind of thing, but it's only a man or narcissist, somebody who want to prove himself supreme can do that, and they tell it. And so it follows them throughout, and they think they can do it. So the other people who are also being victim of them, of their action, when I see them trying to come to Africa, I see myself through them. I see myself like a black Chinese, or maybe like a black Russian, whose family is coming from the other side, or family from suppression is coming from the other side to come to identify with you. You see, people getting afraid, even all of us do, we have this fear. We said it last time here, that all the Chinese will come to colonize, or they come to take over Africa. Yeah, if they coming to do it, at least they'll give us something. But now the other people who took us free and they turn around and took everything that we get. At least the Chinese will come, they say we'll build a road. Okay, so we do have the technology, they can build a road. Chinese can say, okay, you need nuclear power. Whole of Africa, we can give one country nuclear powerful. Yeah, we agree. At least we get something. If they take everything we get, at least we're getting something too. If you're like, I'm crippled, but I got plenty of rest in my house. I want to cook. You can't say, oh, let me cook the rice. I eat some, you eat some. I say, yeah, cook it. Instead of me saying that, look at that rice, or somebody come and take the whole rice and carry, I can get some. Cook it, we all eat it. My stomach full, your stomach full, you go. So if the Chinese, the Russian, and all other people who are not Europeans are coming to us to do what our European masters have not done for us, all the trillions of years they've been controlling us, great. Me, I subscribe to that.
Thank you. I mean, this is so. It's good that we all have our say in this, and I hope our government, especially Liberia, should take advantage. This is the time. The time is now. You can't be waiting for your slave master that don't even have the time.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Sarah, I'm not cutting you. When we talk about this is the time, thank you. You reminded me of something. Liberia has always been this country that missed a lot of opportunities. Number one, I'll name three things. Number one, Liberia was the first independent African republic besides Ethiopia, which was not called that. Ethiopia having kingdom throughout.
Say,
Okay,
say,
now
say, say, say Ethiopia.
yeah, Ethiopia, and we fought for the independence of all the other smaller countries, not physically on the battlefront, some physically on the battlefront. We fought for their independence through document, through struggle. Okay, and we sat down. Those countries, those same countries, who fought for the king. They passed us. Opportunity missed. Number one. Second opportunity missed during the dark days of Africa, where European countries, companies, American companies were looking for a place to dump their money to get more profit. We allow Firestone to come, country like Firestone to come and invest in Liberia for 99 years, paying us small thing for our own land. And we did not benefit, we did not press on, we did not use that opportunity. Okay? Education facility scheme for us to say, okay, you send all of our children, let them go to school in America. No, we didn't do it. We were looking for handout, begging it for. We have offered them fast ways the whole country. We offered them that place, and we were begging for handout, expecting handout from them. We did not demand. Lanko was in Liberia, the road leading from Yekepa, from San Nicolas to Yekepa, that road was not paved. Only recently. Can you imagine? Yeah? When Lanko should have paved that road from Yekepa, and we demand that from there all the way to Monroe, they will do it. And that's why they in fact instituted the rail bus system. No boys will get on the rail bus from
Bonmans as well.
yeah, Bonmans right there. Hey, Bonmans, thank you. From Kakata to Bonmans is less than 6-7 kilometers. No people not pay that road. What about Bomi County and the NORC? Then the other one that coming from, so we should have used all the opportunities with zero only. Then the third opportunity we're missing now is the new world order, where countries from the east that low like us, that suffer like us, are coming to us and say, no, listen, we were where you are before. We all were here before, but at least it get a poor all they show here. One of all win $1 billion in the lotto. Tell him, my man, we also sit and talk, my man, this is not different for you. Can me help you? Then I said, me, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
All I'm going to do. It's time for us to seize that opportunity. But again, like I said, we'll sit there and miss it. Then we will go now to for the other country that going to colonize us.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. Let's get 2 more minutes on this. The three Sahel nations in West Africa there. You see the way, the level at which they are going. They have no fear for anyone now because they get good financial backing. You see, when they had the BRICS summit in Moscow, what happened when Ibrahim Traore, when Putin sent an airplane for him, he didn't ask for money. He said, I want the young people of Burkina Faso to be trained in science and technology. This is what we want from you. So hundreds of students from Burkina Faso is now going to Russia to learn science and technology. Who benefit? The country benefit. I went to Russia in the 80s to study. There were 200 scholarships given to the Liberian government. Only 16 persons were they sent because they were scared of America. The country lose. You get so we kind of scary people. We don't take grace. So you're right. Yeah. So I don't know what part do they have to say on this so we can close and move to Liberia.
I think pathology want to attend something right now.
No,
but
I was just having my late coffee. Basically, I was just having my late coffee. Paul, you see, I hope our countries will see reason to follow the other people in the future. But right now, the government are there. Maybe the next government are coming. It's my personal opinion. I don't think they will follow these people then. The reason is today the notion that we the Liberian people have, even you go for American visa, in Liberia today. Whether you government official or you private citizen, you go for American visa. When they deny you, it's just like you are being denied not to go to heaven. Even your own fellow citizens, your families, your brothers and sisters, friends and things then will be laughing at you. So Liberian people take America's situation today to be certain thing that for them to deviate. If anybody holds certain position in Liberia today, whether he became rich or he working some type government position, if that person did not travel to America, he will not realize that he's a human being. That notion is right now existing in our society in Liberia. 100%. So for those people to look at America and look at Russia and see the kind of political discord between them to say, oh, I think we will take shower Russia, we will go to Russia because we will be able to benefit.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. I'm not seeing it. I don't say it will not happen though, in the near future. But
Maybe.
now,
Not now.
no.
All right.
No.
What transition?
Listen,
to?
no. For no.
We'll move on to Liberia, We'll move on to Mama Liberia.
No.
This is a story that I'm going to pull up here, and I'm going to ask this question: should Liberia now consider bringing back capital punishment? I mean, bad, even whether by firing squad or hanging, because this story broke up in Sunny Code. There's not Sunny Code, but Sacre Pied. A 23-year-old boy raped an 8-month-old baby. 8-month-old baby, guys. Should we now consider capital punishment in Liberia? What say you? Padori, I'll start with you and end with Linford. You muted.
You said what happened to this guy here? He said
23-year-old boy in Sacre Pied raped an 8-month-old baby.
8-month baby.
8 months old. 8 months.
Yeah.
He raped her.
He's but such a human being did not check the man person's mentality, whether you don't have a psychiatrist problem.
So the question here is their kind of behavior. Should they consider bringing the capital punishment back? That's the story.
Yeah, but before you give such a person a capital punishment, you first of all need to investigate the psychiatrist knowledge, whether this man don't have a mental problem. You understand what I'm saying? Because if someone got mental problem, you can do anything. Because I don't think any human being with normal sense will do this kind of act. So that need to be looked into first. This need to be taken to psychiatry to check your mentals of level of understanding in human life before any issue can be done. Because you see,
what about the baby?
Yeah, the baby could be the victim in this thing here. I do agree. It's wrong. It's completely wrong. But when we check this particular individual to find out that he got normal sense, then he can be given any prescribed punishment, higher punishment for that. But until then, you need to go for psychiatric test to see whether it's really, really normal. Because there's no normal human being can do that. I think I can see him writing Sacre Pied City, Nima County. Police in Sacre Pied and Nima counties have arrested and charged a 23 years old actor Yobo for the violent rape of an 8-month-old baby, as well as what?
Attempted murder. He attempted to kill his baby.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you now. Attempted murder. That's why I'm saying now. They car need to go for to be
Okay.
very, before you go any, because before you do anything with such a human being, you need to check the mentalities.
Okay. So that's what it says. Linford, should we bring the capital punishment back because these kind of people then to deter them from from our country when this happens, so people will think twice before they do, whether you mentally deranged. What say you?
Well, I want to agree with for Patoli. In the first place, a normal guy, a normal human being will not want to do this. In fact, if you are normal plus, before you even if it is a big woman, you, a normal anybody normal, you gotta be crazy. But there are several types of abnormalities. Maybe they got people who are maniacs, like a sex maniac, who want to even attempt to rape a big woman, let alone a child under 18, you know, according to the law, under 18 is minor. But to rape a baby 8 months, or baby that 8 months, maybe they're trying to sit down. This is pure wickedness. No normal person can do this. And if the guy is normal, then he's wicked. Then under that situation, whatever capital punishment is applicable should be applied. But if the guy is abnormal, you first of all try to, because, I mean, in any case, every individual is in any criminal activity, everybody is considered innocent before he's found guilty. So first you assess his mental ability, see whether he's actually normal, and if he's normal, then now you can treat him as a normal person. But if he's abnormal, he got some mental problem, then first, yeah, you can't just bring back capital punishment on him. But that you first of all try to rehabilitate him because he was under influence. It's like if I drank alcohol and violated the traffic, that they can't just execute me like that. They have to find me first and try to rehabilitate me and tell me my crime. So I think it requires serious investigation and bringing back capital punishment, like death penalty, like you said, Paul. I think it should be in certain. It should apply to certain people. Like for instance, the last time I was the same person who requested for capital punishment on people who are importing drugs into the country. And why would I want to stand by that compared to this guy's incident? So if you ask me,
Hold on.
uh
He said he talked about the drugs.
yeah,
Could he be under the influence of these very drugs?
yeah, but if he's under the influence of
I
the very
said,
drugs,
that's why could he be? Because we not know yet. So
yeah,
they,
but okay, then this is my point now. So if
Uh-huh.
if he was under any influence, like drugs or whatever, that's when he needs the rehabilitation. Okay, and compare his case to a guy who is a millionaire. He got a lot of money. He's normal. He doesn't have any. In fact, he doesn't even do drugs himself. But he's importing drugs into the country to make people like this to commit crimes. So if you were to apply capital punishment between the guy and the guy who is importing drugs, who will you apply it to? I want you to answer that question.
Well, I will apply on both because you did the humane thing that you damage a baby at 8 months, and then the guy who bring the drugs will also face the risk of the law. Then it will deter other people at that age to not go after baby. If you on drugs, it's something will teach you some lesson that
Yeah,
oh no,
Paul,
yeah.
can I come in a little bit? To be realistic, I have not tested any form of alcohol before in my whole life, but I have been with someone who was alcoholic. When he get drunk, he behaved very unnormal. He was my boss. He behaved very unnormal, but when he's sober, he behaved very normal. So, for this reason, If this guy was under the influence of intoxication, at narcotics, whatever, you cannot hold him responsible because you were under the influence of something. Until that can come out of him, when he's sober, then the government will tell him what he did the last time, he led you to commit a crime. So for this reason, we're going to give you the punishment. But he cannot be punished while he's under that influence of alcohol that led him to misbehave like that. So obviously, we can give him some hard punishment, so to show as a deterrent to, to discourage him from going to the leverage of the thing that what he did to commit that crime.
Yeah.
But I would not give support to giving capital punishment by hanging, by fire square, or whatever, because the man will only need the influence of alcohol or drug.
We don't know
But
yet. So we don't know yet. So
no, but we
yeah,
are saying if, isn't it? What Linford said to give capital punishment to those that bring the heavy quantities of narcotics and things then to damage the future of our future
the
children
young people, yeah,
and the young people. Yes, that can be done.
that can be done.
That can be done. You know, don't
Limpo
worry.
conclude on this.
Yeah. So my conclusion is we all wait to hear from the police, and this is not the first time of this incident. We've had several people raping babies in the country, and there is nowhere in our law that will call for capital punishment in the case of rape. What I know is that rape is, I think, is an
It's a major offender.
unbailable crime. I think you can be bailed. I stand to be corrected.
It's a
You know,
major.
you have to
It's a
serve your
major
term.
offense. It's a
But
major offense.
but to because rape case, and you know, rape case, but not his case, not this guy's case, because 8-year-old baby is not even talking. But let's say
Exactly.
anybody raping a 5-year-old baby down or 10 years old child down, that there's no reason to do that because that child cannot, understand. But most time, I remember 2014 when I went to Liberia. After several years, I went to Liberia for the first time. One of the warnings somebody gave me was, my man, when you go to Liberia, when you see any girl, don't just say hello to them or don't just go around them, because by the time you talk to them small, they can call the next police and say they may want to rape me, and when they kind of catch you, especially when they know you came from away, they think you get money. So, you know,
That was in Ellington.
so rape can happen, especially between two people of consent. It can happen some kind of way. There's certain things that can influence it. Maybe the way the lady will talk to the guy, even if she doesn't have that intention, or probably because the guy too just like a lady and he might force it. So rape case in most cases, they're very sticky issues. So you can't just go and grab anybody and kill a person. It would be that the woman is lying on the man, So, but in this case with this boy, I think the victim, the little girl, doesn't even need any witness, because this is a man. I mean, 8 months old. Well, not talking about 8 years, talking about 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
A child that learning to sit. Can you imagine? Or probably taking or sitting and trying to crawl. So in that case, nobody can say that they may have attempted to do anything. But in the case of deep people, somebody can say the woman tempted the man, or two of them were drunk, or two of them had prior agreement, and certain thing. So yeah, we all are men. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes
Yeah.
the woman could agree, and when time comes, she say, "Oh no, I didn't agree," and nobody will be there to be witness. You see it? So rape cases, some are very, 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 very technical and difficult to determine the facts in that.
Okay. Thank you, Limpo. And I want to bring out a very interesting story here before we conclude tonight. This situation with Dr. Richardson and Jackie on his phone network a few days ago. It's been trending on the internet, but I think it would be good to talk about it. And Dr. Richardson She's the global chair for the group called the CMC. And this interaction, somebody who had a whole political party in the diaspora, going local here with somebody who got under her skin. I want to look at this video and let's talk a little bit about it, about this global chairman. I worked with Dr. Richardson before. I know her good. So I just want to play this. I want to hear your view because this information, the situation training, we just want to talk about it and see to get a view of what people think of this situation.
I don't appreciate you on this show, on this platform, telling me what to be. I know I'm the global chair. You wanted to, you know what you are doing. Except you're stupid. You don't know what you're doing. You ask.
Except who's stupid?
You are.
You are global chair. You using the word stupid. You don't properly represent against the Sorry. As a global chair, you are not properly representing You need to control your emotions because you're losing it on the show.
Yes.
You're losing your emotions. You're losing your temper. Don't do that. You're a global chair. You're better than that.
Yes, I feel, Jackie.
Okay, but then use the word stupid and show the world who you are.
You cannot tell me what I need to do.
Okay, use the word stupid again. Tell the world who you are as a global chair.
Well, I am.
Be calm.
I am.
Be calm, collected, and represent properly when you are on the global stage. That's my advice, so you can take it or leave it.
I don't want to take up this PhD.
I'm done. I am done with this topic.
You
know why?
But I can you were being very combative when I asked you the question. You are global chair. Global chair, you will have questions that you all the time. And I think the question I asked you was fair.
Global chair, but Jackie, when you come on,
but the question I asked you was fair.
Questions when you ask a question that doesn't add up, when you ask a question to denigrate CMC, I will answer you in an appropriate fashion.
How is that denigrating CMC?
Yes,
this is an opportunity. The world is listening to you, the global chair. It's an opportunity for you to clarify what's really going on, because this question I asked is out there in the social media on the global stage. It's not coming.
It doesn't matter.
People are asking that.
Like it or not, I will remove.
Don't be combative. Just answer the question.
You don't have to tell me what I have to be or who I have to be. I don't.
It's up to you. Like I told you, it's your choice.
Pay taxes and die.
It's your choice. There was an opportunity for you to promote CMC, and you missed that opportunity. You missed the opportunity, Dr. Quincy.
That's your problem. You
say all the time. Let me say this sentence. I have interviewed a lot of several occasions, and every time he's been very calm in answering questions. Maybe you should take a thing or two from your family, your party. I'm done. But the next time, don't lose your temper. It doesn't make you look good.
Done. Okay, yeah.
Gentlemen, I watched the thing live when it was happening. I was having my late Jack Daniel and Coke. I couldn't stop laughing. You see, in Liberia, when election take place, after the first 2 years, people now start aligning with their political party to see who will be the next president. The CMC is a new party. And Dr. Richardson and Jackie, if you follow Jackie, Linford, you should know this from closing argument. She's good at getting under people's skin. So from my take, then I give it to you guys to talk to me. Jackie been around the block. She understands the, how they call it, the street way of doing things. She got in my mind, she got under the skin of Dr. Richardson that she could not control herself at that point. And Jackie kept cool and kept pounding her. So what say you guys? Because I was just sitting by, every time I watch it, I just laugh, enjoy myself, put my jaw there and listen to women into politics going at it. Padre, we start with you and then we end with Linford.
Thank you very much. You see, as you just said, Jackie is a dangerous woman who had a habit of getting at people's skin. You see, what happened, that black woman there that called Jackie, to be realistic, what she said, if anybody says something like that against my party, political leader, ANC leader, the way Dr. Richardson act, I will act like that. Because I know Jackie very well. There's the kind of behavior they have to throw this kind of monkey track on people's food so people can fall into it. So I will put you in your place. I will not wait for tomorrow. I will tell you who you are, how stupid you are, how foolish you are. It costs you, and I will never apologize for making such a statement against. So I don't think Richardson should apologize to this Jackie woman for this thing here. Jackie making a statement knowing fully well that it never happened. But the executive sorry to sticking on people as a steamer on people, and that thing, that's a steamer statement will continue to remain with the person forever. So they have done it before to our political leader, and we still struggling to even remove that steamer on him. These are some of the things then that he can do to steamer people. So Jackie behavior.
Can I just ask you, Padoli, what did Jackie say about the CMC or the political leader of CMC?
Yeah, Jackie said this, the reason why CDC did not put up people in Nimba election, Kennedy in Nimba election, because they have a agreement with CMC, which there's no evidence to that effect. Musa Berete were putting Kennedy, also the CDC decided not to put anything up. And they also have gone to work and accused CNC working for ANC and CDC. These Jackie people then. So that rumor have been turning around. So whatever Musa is doing, he's working for the two parties, ANC and CDC. So even you say Jackie come up, say that physically that some of the evidence showed that that's the reason why the CDC did not put no Kennedy in Nimba race. ANC does not put no Kennedy in Nimba race because of Musa put somebody there. That's why Dr. Francis say, if you're stupid, making such a statement, we are not that. There's no evidence to show that the ANC and CDC have any special arrangement with CMC not to put any Kennedy there. That's a rumor.
Great.
And she said to Dr. I listened to the whole thing from start to finish. Then she said to Dr. Francis, you are global chair. You should not be behaving like this and this and that. Then Dr. Francis said, you can tell me what to do. I am a global chair. You can tell me what is my duty. I know what I'm doing. If you ask, that's why the language came up. If you are stupid, I'm not stupid. You understand what I'm saying? Because telling a woman, because she's a global chair, she should not be angry when people are accusing their political. When you're lying on my political leader, I'm going to sit down and let you continue.
Great.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Padoli, we get it. So, Linfo, I mean, I've been enjoying this.
Kumi, I will completely bounce on you. Let me tell you. So,
these two women, they went at it, and you watch the video clip, and this is the interesting thing. The political season, I call the political chess game, have started already in Liberia. There's moving part now, because by next week, Joseph Boyka will be 600 days in office, and we're not seeing anything good. So these people are moving, they're going against each other. You watch the clip, Linfo. What say you, my dear brother? What say you?
Okay. To be frank, I've only watched clips from the whole episode. Just like what you play now and the other clips I watched. So I didn't watch. I do not. I don't know when was the last time I ever watch Spoon TV live, more than 3-4 years now. So I don't follow them. Okay, if they're closing argument, because I listen to closing argument, I don't watch it live because of the time difference. But every morning I go to work. That's what I listen to start my day. So I saw this clip, and like I said, I didn't follow. I didn't know the discussions that preceded that questions.
And Padre just explained that.
The other discussions that came after the question, I only saw when where you ended.
Yeah, when the argument.
What I want to say is that it was just one of those moments in politics where everyone will want to maintain their strength, display their strength, and protect their side. Now, the United Party people, they are good in propaganda. That one I must give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
And propaganda is all about lies. There is no propagandist in the world that will say the truth. You look at it, the color to be red, and you say it's green if it will suit your case. And it level the other person to defend it and say, no, it is not. So politics is all about propaganda, lies, maneuvering, and you play with the people's brain and see where you can succeed. And United Party, we sat there, United Party did it right in Liberia. Number one, they threaten the president now. He threatened the whole country that if they don't win, there will be no more Liberia. All the people cave in. Then he said he been in government for 47 years. He got all that big experience. The people cave in. Then he said he's a humble man. He living on loan. He did not corrupt in government. He did not steal any money. The people believe him. They cave in. That when he can't not jet bomber, but private jet, the people believe it. All these things that lies. Then that's what politicians do best. No politician will come and tell you the truth, especially not in a country like Liberia. And the United Party people, the CPP, Joe Buchanan lie on comments that he finger people. They want to call, they can show which part of people he finger. All the things that lie, it work against the CPP. So we know how they can behave. And they've been living on this, and that's how they think they can live on to remain in power. Or politics is the opposite thing. Politics is pure science. You lie, you say water can taste the sugar. When I take water in the glass and taste it, I know it will not taste the sugar. So they came and lie, and they all the lies, experience this and that. In less than 600 years, 600 days, like you just said, you'll be turning 600 days in office. In less than 600 days, around 500 days, just a little over 1 year, we have seen that the water that they say tastes like sugar is not tasting like that. We have seen that the scar that was supposed to come down, it has not come down. That all the good things that was supposed to happen in the air, it has not happened. See? So politics is pure science. So you can maneuver, you can lie, you can create that scenario, you can create Hollywood in politics and come to power. But when you get to power to present what you say or to produce what you promise, is another thing. So the United Party people are good for lying. And this Jackie woman coming to her, first when I heard that Richardson used the word, you are stupid. First, people would think that stupid is abusive language. No,
it is not.
Anything that you can use stupid as a noun, and you can use stupid as adjective. You can describe somebody. You are stupid because why? You are not. Anything that is not correct, anything that does not make sense is stupid. So if you do money and you do make sense, I can say you are stupid. It just that alone is adjective. I'm just describing you. Or I can say the stupid thing you said, that becomes what? Or now the thing you said is stupid. So
absolutely.
Is that really insult word? But like people can take it for insult. The only insult I thought that the Richardson added was when he used the $8 sign.
Yeah.
He used the $8 sign. That was the abusive one. Okay? But stupid is not a bad. I mean, a descriptive word, maybe in a negative sense, but it's not an insult. Now, let me come to Jackie. If Jackie knows, if Jackie was not stupid, And that's why her people are getting mad. And she was not stupid. You think she will ask that question? Where in our constitution has it become a crime for a political party to join another political party or to seek merger with another political party? It is not a crime under our constitution. And Jackie is a beneficiary of that. The United Party was in collaboration with MDR and some others. The other fully men who they say king number 2 in the election, who they appointed ambassador to Japan or Korea.
Yeah.
He took a few men. He took a few men and carried them to a United Party. Okay, so Jackie was indeed stupid, and I will re-emphasize in capital letter, capital STUPID. Jackie was indeed stupid to ask that stupid question. So she was stupid as an adjective, and the question she asked was stupid as a noun. So simple. So what a big deal there.
Indeed, she is stupid because every time listen, she is stupid. And
the very party that is ruling now came to power through coalition, through collaboration. So what's wrong is CDC. What she also forgot to know is that United Party was ruling party before 2017. The moment CDC won, United Party became what? It turned to opposition. And when they came back again in 2023, what happened to CDC? CDC turned into opposition. So all opposition parties, they got one goal, that is to unseat the ruling party.
Absolutely.
And they can find all kinds of means to do it. Some people will even bring war to remove the ruling party if they don't want to move peacefully. Some people will conglomerate, all the other parties will conglomerate and say, let's get together, let's form a coalition to be strong enough to move the ruling party. So there is nothing wrong with United, with CDC and CMC and even ANC joining. There's nothing wrong. So stupid Jackie, you should know that. That's what makes you stupid. That's why she said, were you stupid to ask that question? So there are people going around making Richardson is a lot. I think she's someone that certified something in the US as certified witness in a court. She knows some of the law. You can't be that stupid, that naive, like a little child asking that kind of question. What you want to prove? That the person you're asking is stupid? Because if you ask me a stupid question, of course, after that thing I made a post, I said, stupid question is equal to stupid answer. Simple arithmetic. It's just like 1 + 1 = 2. Everybody know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the big deal? So all of you who wailing and crying, you can go to court, and define the word stupid, number one. And number two, and look at the question, the context in which the question was asked. Your party, your very United Party, is state of collaboration. You think why Jeremiah couldn't have our president? Because of a collaboration. Okay.
So Linford, you think Dr. Richardson should have gone far off to actually call her, say, Jackie, you're a very stupid woman, and go further and say, this is why you're in Liberia, pre-sinking because you want job, because of your own stupidity, that's why they have not given you a job. You think she could have gone forward to be?
No, let me tell you. Hold on, Paul. Let me tell you one thing. Look, if you want to kill a lion, whether you shoot it in the heart, it die. If you shoot it in the head, it die. The message is gone. She's stupid. Now she's the one. If Jackie was smart, she would sit down and say, they want to use on me. Then she started to apply. I left the United States. I went to Liberia. I said, now they are looking for a job. So maybe I'm stupid. Or I'm supporting a government that is failing, a useless government. Maybe. So I think that one was stupid. That the Richardson, they need to go further. That's stupid word enough. Imagine that the Richardson used a stupid word, and that is stupid word that got Jackie flaring up. The ASS, she didn't even bother about it, but I was stupid because it touched her.
Yeah, but the ASS, most people didn't pick it up, but it's actually
she also didn't pick it up because she was so.
She didn't pick up that one. It's actually there. It was just stupid, and then Dr. Richardson went further. That was it. Because this particular Jackie woman, I watched her many times on closing argument. Her way of doing things, her logical thinking is very demeaning and stupid.
Yes.
I'm being honest. If you follow her, she tried to be more, I don't know, more a good liar, and sometimes her good lies come to be pro. She backs something. You're telling her this is purple, that Jackie woman will look at purple and tell you, no, this is not purple, it's red. That's how stupid she is. I'm being
she's
honest.
wrong, reasonable.
Yeah, she cannot. She logically she can't reason, and she don't have that reasoning. So
but statement always annoying.
That's what I'm saying. Is it that a Richardson should have go further to
No, for me,
more?
For me,
and,
see,
yes.
if her statement is always like what Padore is saying, her statement is always annoying. For me, that doesn't matter because the thing is, in politics, you also got to be mature in politics. Like I told you, politics is not party. The both start with P, but they are not the same. Politics is not party. Politics is dangerous. Even you and your brother in politics, you always look for the weakest side. The weakest side of the person. Now, if Jackie knows, now I can tell you, Jackie knows that the Richardson can get very easily irritated.
Yes.
She will always go there.
So you see the point I'm making, Leave, I'll continue. You see the point I'm making? This is where Dr. Richardson should have gone further. Jackie is hustling to beat somebody in the Unity Party. She have not given that position. You go more on it. That look, I see how stupid you are. This is why Omer Barker refused to get a job.
Yeah,
you have to bring it.
I think that was in the time for Dr. Richardson. What Dr. Richardson was trying to just nip it in the bud right there, try to quiet her down at the moment. So if they are sustaining the argument, probably Dr. Richardson should have gone further. But I think what she tried to do was to just put her on the spot. That no, listen, this question is not in place. It's stupid. Okay. And I think she did it.
Yeah, Paul. You see, if Dr. Richardson has said what you just said, that might cause some level of sympathies from the Unity parties towards her to award us with certain things. You understand what I'm saying? What Dr. Richardson said and stopped to that level, I think that is enough.
Okay. But I can tell you, Jackie had gained a lot of sympathy among the Unity Party people. They will say, yeah, you are strong. Yeah, you are strong. You did this. So they will say give her the job.
You see, that's the point. Look, if you go for the kill, if in boxing.
But no. But Paul, let me tell you, no matter what Dr. Richardson will have said to Jackie, that didn't make any difference from what she said. That was it. Yeah. So when she went and no, she's not. She can't deserve a Parker anyway. Parker can say, I'm giving what Jackie told today. It can't make any difference. But at least
you see, Paul,
my disappointment. Lot of one return. My disappointment would have been if Dr. Richardson did not actually kick back, and she had just kept mute. But at least she fought back too. And if you know Dr. Richardson, she's not like a fast talking person, and I don't think she can talk too much. So people like that going to get irritated, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can talk slowly. People who can talk fast, like me, before you say one, and Jackie can talk fast.
Linford, you're right. You know, I work with Dr. Richardson. Remember, on the ANC, we work together. And the thing is, I think she's getting smarter because what happened, Kev Hassan and Steta Wolospoon used to bully her on our program. So I think she's getting wiser. And then because she been bullied a lot, now come Jackie say, but the woman easy to play with her. So Dr. Richardson, I think that's where it came from. Say, you know what? I'm not going to sit down here for this stupid woman to get. You get the point I'm making. I'm not going to sit there for this stupid woman to get him. And that woman, she's very irritating. That is the fact. I'll be honest. Give her a red bottle, she'll say that green bottle. And she was.
You know, I don't let her, Jackie. I just don't let her voice. She can talk like.
It's those set of women that when men marry, you eat bear with them, they are supposed to me to run away from the room. That one there.
No, Paul, you don't give away. Listen, you know, to be honest, Dr. Richardson did the right thing, even than me, to go the way that lady behaved on that talk show. If than me, I will react the way that Dr. Richardson react, and I will never apologize.
I agree.
I learned that CMC apologize. I don't know what they apologize for, but
well, I saw their letter of apology. They're going to apologize plenty because
they're going to apologize plenty. I don't see why they have to apologize.
They should have done that.
For
that stupid Jackie Bennett, go apologize.
Yeah, but you see that guy who running that top show. He's a guy who good at bullying people, and he's a kind of person that he's a kind of human being. He pretend to be someone who is not. Anybody, he found out that you are above him, he ostracize you. He want to degrade you. Anybody, he found out that you are going even with him, he want to diminish you. That's the kind of person that guy is. So he always, bully people, intelligent. I mean, that kind of funny way, making fun of other people and things. But I don't blame him. Those that can go and say, honor him and accept nothing from him. Yeah, that's it. That he's sure. But to be that guy is a big hypocrite. He hates somebody who is above him.
Padole.
Yes.
You've been a police investigator for many years. Somebody who is naturally a criminal, they always have criminal thing in them throughout. If this guy can call the so-called superpower of the world to make himself who he is, what tell you about that person?
No, you see,
he's not stupid. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because remember too, this guy, the money he stole, most of those money were given back. That's why he didn't go to jail. So when he's using his platform, this is where he makes his money. So when those kind of thing happen, the criminal sat down there and say, yeah, the people is good for viewing that he's going to make more money. And that's what he did. Any criminal with criminal ideas, see two people, and criminals are quite the street smart, the picketing quicker than people don't pick up.
Let me give you a laid description of a criminal. Criminal always fast in thinking. They always fast in thinking, but nevertheless, whenever they commit crime, they always make a mistake. Leave some trace where the investigator will grab them on it. You always like that, but the criminal are faster than the cop in thinking. So that young man, I give him credit for something. As a traditional native Liberian man, went to America. He was not born in America. He went there and maneuver his will and accumulated such of will in a criminal manner. I must give him credit for that. But nevertheless, criminal always have a criminal record. And when you got criminal record in the West, they can reprimand you one way or
another. That criminal record in the West, oh wow, that
naturally is a criminal. That's
so that case, the people know the case in court. Why people want to restitute half of the money?
They got the money. They got that money. That's why you go to jail. They got that money.
Yeah, the people wanted their money, the money that they could lay hand on in America, they got it. Or him. That is for sure. And he also pay for the prison that he's supposed to be sitting in jail. The government look at it, putting this man in jail will be feeling him will be doing this. When he pay for it, let him stay home with the put that on him for. That is for showcase. He know that, everybody know that. He will always use the platform to make whatever money.
He using the social media to make money. Those kind of situation, what happened? This is good show.
So,
people were blaming him for why he didn't stop the two people.
No. The man that's how he make his money.
Let's forget about the money side, right? Let's forget about the money side. I think even if it were me, I would not put the two people behind, because the first thing, somebody accused somebody, and somebody was trying to defend himself or so. So let them wash it off. Simple, because
if I were me, if I were on our show, I would continue the two women arguing.
Yeah.
Because what? You're going to get more out of them. More stupidity are going to come out.
Yeah.
And more emotional feeling are going to come out.
Yeah, and then somebody would learn in that process. Somebody will learn not to be asking stupid questions.
Yes.
You know, to be honest, the Jackie woman have always been giving annoying statement at all time. You know, like what Paul just said. You can take the cup and show to her. You say this is a brown cup. She will say no, it's red cup. That's the kind of woman she is. I don't know what she's doing that for, because she want to.
But that's again. I said that's politics. You do. Politician can talk true.
She want to. Yeah. Limbo, let me tell you something. In politics, we have two kinds of politics. Let me tell you. We got destructive politics, we got constructive politics.
Yeah, but by me telling you, by me trying to
always on the side of the destructive
politics.
Lying in politics. Yeah, excuse me, sir. Lying in politics, he can only last for 3 times, like what Joseph Barker then did right now. If our people can reason and
no, you using keyword if. Using keyword if, but your people cannot. That's where you capitalize on. So
if our people can reason and read between the lines,
ANC attract 2 elections. If they are coming to the table again to come and be perfect politicians, then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, but we will table all whatever strategy we have until we finish our convention. When we finish our convention, the people will see the true color of ANC. ANC will bounce back like a ganga ball.
So when you want to blame somebody for propagating their own politics, you got to look. I said you manipulate the people's mind. So you study the terrain, okay? You study the terrain, and see if you go in the town. You see all the young people, all the young girls there. You the young boy, you go, you see all the young girls there, and plenty of young boys in the town too. You not just go, you start telling the girls and one, you sit there, you pray for it, then you study. You see who, you know, and you see everyone now move, then you see one person move alone, you say, I think maybe, you know, you study it, you don't just go there, you start.
So Linford, the reason why I said Dr. Richardson, and Stanton should have given her a chance to go on, and she had a lot of points. The old man, she could have gone for Joseph Barker very hard. That the old man lied about the wheelbarrow thing, then he started writing 1 million. That things that she could have hit on her, kept going, let the 2 people flow, let hear the truth, all of them. And what Jackie will say, that the old man who saw the ride wheelbarrow, he ride $1 million car. Gave her things that will push. What I mean,
you know Jackie. For God's sake.
Listen now, I'm talking about that original, because what happened, Jackie know now the next time Jackie will go on her skin more.
No, she will learn a lesson. She will not do it. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me, she will not do it. Anyway. I'm telling you something.
Yeah.
Because she knows if she try it, 2 things will happen. That the racists will still go for her and even go her on the United Party, or 2, she will be Jackie will be making herself unpopular. So I think no, they think Jackie off from that question, but I think there have been things building up. Things have been building up, you know. And I think that was the time to explore. You know, you see Coca-Cola, there is some chemical, not chemical, but there's some chemical properties in Coca-Cola or any soft drink for that matter, like Coke, Fanta, Sprite, or ginger. Because effervescence, it reserve in that thing. It can act, but when you take it and shake it,
they open it.
It will come out, and that was the period. That was our time, but that time it finished. I think the 2 of them will be friendly now, even if they're not totally friendly, but they'll know how to treat each other the next time.
Yeah, they will know how to behave when they are together.
Right. Okay, guys, let's give ourselves 5 more minutes and close the show. There's something that came on in the newspaper. I want you guys to look at this quickly. The court clears a former LTA boss, Abdullah Kamara, and then on the other side, the finance minister, Gafwan, his ministry, $2.8 million cannot be accounted for from it. GAC report. This guy want to quote. Why is it Gafan stay on his job? He's not suspended and he cannot go face trial according to GAC report. Guys, what y'all say on this other story here? This is a story that is breaking. It's on New Dawn.
Let me hit the targets quick, so Bro Linford can come in. For the code clearing, the court can clear this man here or all allegations, but I don't believe that this man will go back to where they took him from. That case is done completely. It's done. For the finance minister, the people say no one know where the money goes, how the money are missing here and there. That is not true. I work at the Ministry of Finance. There's no money can go through Ministry of Finance and disappear over any trade. Those that are responsible are there. If they are untouchable, the money will not be found. But if the government is serious to fight against the corruption, the money can be found, the people can be prosecuted, or whatever crime they commit. But did Unity Party serious to fight corruption? That's the question I have to give it to you two gentlemen.
Okay. Linford, let's hear you so we can close it. Yeah, wrapper.
You know, when the corruption cases come out in Liberia, sometimes I just feel weak about it because who's going to fight this corruption? Look, corruption cannot fight corruption. The same people who are corrupt, you want them to fight corruption? Okay. They took a guy from LTA, right? And they suspended him. And the court cleared him. Number one, who controls the court?
It's the government.
The same government. The poor judge there, he didn't want to miss his job as criminal code A. No, he would not miss a job for that. So the LTA, they won't talk about money, we're not talking about so hundreds of dollars, we're talking about thousands of dollars, almost $1 million. So one big telephone call can say, "Oh, that case, you just handle it that way and say the man clear, but you're not going, like what Patori said, I may not go in, but we're not putting him back, but you're just clear him. Maybe we'll find another place for him." Simple. One big telephone call. I don't know where it could come from. It could come from Capitol Hill, or it could come from the I don't know very certain mention that brown color, so we say the brown house. Okay, now we have the brown house. Then the Gafuan thing. This is something that is normal. I mean, they have caught people red-handed stealing money, and nothing happens. What about our money that they say they know how it came and they know how it went?
They can't trace it.
Yeah, so they try to say that we didn't see it. So no matter how you investigate it, we did not see it. Simple. If I walk in, I pass one day by later down the road, you ask me, you saw the man, I say, I see him. You're not forced me, I see him, I see him.
That's what make it you need. They can't find the papers.
Yeah.
They say, okay, the money went here.
Yeah, and we in a world right now where you're not even dealing with paper. Where some document got to be on the internet or on the computer, and you say you can't find it. Fine. So that money, they find it. And the next thing is, trust me, nothing will come from inside. As long as Gafan will remain minister of that place, nothing will come from inside. Here's a Gafan who was way in one African country.
In Uganda.
Yeah. And doing a very good job. But he had to come back to be finance minister of Liberia that is struggling for money. And because he knows that when Liberia goes out to the World Bank or wherever we go to get money, when they get money coming back to the finance ministry to the National Bank. So he know what will come. So he's not supposed to be to go do a good job and he can't go sit down, Liberia, wherever I cry. It's just like, when I see the women coming to Africa to work, when people leaving Africa to go, to women who the women say, you can't maybe I'm going to your country. So we're not thinking there's something in our country that people don't know, but we think it's not good. We're leaving to go, but the women know it. They're coming for it. So Gafwan, were we in our country working? By then Joe Baga won that first person, that first telephone call he posted, say, I want to come back home with Papa. They say, I come. your job here. So the board knows. So nothing will happen here, brother. Don't just forget it.
And all I want to fly. Nothing can happen because what is the same final ministry that Amar Kone came from. He one of the millionaires in Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
And Gafwa know when he leave too, he will be one of the millionaires in the place. So that the receipt they're talking about, that just noise. They're not going to find it.
That receipt been ruffled and thrown in a dustbin long time.
Yeah, you know, gentlemen, one thing that I really want to see happening in our country, if we got a really agree for all the Liberians to think about that and make sure and for it. I said it the last time, but never say it's not possible. That is, there's a clause in the Constitution say that when people are in the leadership, whatever they do, so long they have not been impeached, their elected position, so long they have not been impeached, when they leave the power, they should not be prosecuted for whatever they did. If that clause can be removed,
that one for only the president.
If for the elected position.
No, it's the president. That the president got an immunity. He's the one.
Right. The vice president got an immunity.
That the president, when the president kills somebody, they impeach him. When he leave office, they can't prosecute him. It's the president.
And when the president steals,
they didn't impeach him while in office, they can't do nothing to him.
Thank you very much. If we can remove that clause.
You cannot, you see, you said, I said it cannot happen.
No, you said it. I said, but we can do it by petition.
It can only happen.
We can petition.
The Constitution, that's
what I'm saying.
Who's going to have the referendum for Dode and not the government?
Our lawmaker then to have a referendum on it.
So you're going to organize the group, right?
We all can organize the group. The way we're talking
right.
it.
You know, he said it, and he said, I said it can happen.
Yeah, you said that it can happen, but if we all
it can happen in referendum, no, I told you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we all can petition our lawmaker to have a referendum on this thing, I think you will help us.
Your lawmaker, you get money to pay your lawmaker?
Oh, yeah, we are.
I
will pay my lawmaker. They've already given. What do you need the money for?
I'll give you one story about your lawmakers in Liberia. You see the dual citizenship. Linford can bear with me here.
Thank you.
When we started pushing the dual citizenship from Europe before, how they call it, Wetty got involved. When we took it to Liberia, our very legislature asked us to pay them money. Yeah, Linford right here. We must pay something that will benefit their children, our children, we must give them money. And that nonsense, it didn't go well with some of us. The very lawmakers you see, they are the thieves in the town. And these are the thieves you tell you, say, oh, y'all go put it in referendum. And not gonna, and the current president, he came from a very corrupt system that he served on Eddie for 12 years. These are the people that you asking them to say they'll bring referendum. They're not going to do it because why? They benefit from it. So unless you have some kind of God from nowhere that gets so angry, say, you know what, enough is enough, and be there to array that the only way they will change our constitution. But they will talk about it when they want power. When they get in, they forget about it.
Well, the way I asked Patori, you get money to pay your lawmaker. He say, me pay my law. Let me give you, maybe you are forgotten, but let me refresh your mind. Just few months ago, few weeks, not even months, for Nati Kofa case, what happened? The government took a bunch of money and gave it to lawmakers, and they were at RLT. So the president, if the president is corrupt, I'm not saying Joe Walker, but I say if the president, it could be any president, and the Liberian people who want referendum, then you say you're going to your lawmakers. Okay, all your lawmakers say, okay, we agree to do the referendum. Then the president said, no, that referendum thing you're talking about, you can't for your brown envelope.
They're going to hold me.
You're going to hold me. So they get that. And the lawmaker country say, well, we can't agree on it. Because they gotta agree on you. Not because you come upon country go to your lawmaker, then your lawmaker say no. All of them gotta go in and debate anyhow. Then they count themselves. We are 73 lawmakers, okay? The 73 representatives and the 30 something law 73 and 28 I think representatives, making them 101. We went, we didn't get majority, so we agreed to it. They're applying little breathing. You poor citizen, what you do? Nothing. That's zero case. But until the government itself agrees to a referendum, but now what's something what you go do against the interest of the president? You know why people want to become president, especially people like Joe Biden and the rest of them, because they want to get rich. They've been in government for all the years, they didn't get nothing, they want to get rich. So it's time for them to get rich. And you see, when we referendum against them, forget it.
Yeah.
Now in the next world.
Linfa is right. No, Padre, Linfa is right. You see, Labrenpo can create our own problem. They say the man here, he 90-year-old when he get into office, the man will do the best because he get time in this world. So this is the man that came in. He could have said, all right, we'll have referendum today, we'll change it because I hear to fight corruption. But the very man who said it now, the next thing what he did, he bought himself $1.1 million bulletproof car. That the man he thinking that will bring referendum to change is something that people will question his leadership. Honor him, his finance ministry can account for $2.8 million. That the man you want us to bring referendum, it's not going to happen. That's the thing. Until you have serious money government that come in say from this one, they have a checklist. This is what we're going to do. Number one on the checklist will be a referendum that the Constitution will have to be reviewed. That will be number one on the checklist. And set a date by March, the country go to a poll to say yes, whether want the Constitution to be reviewed, yes or no. But a corrupt group, that a group you expect is not going to happen in our lifetime. Yeah. So guys, Padre, you muted, you're saying something, you muted. So let's have one or two words from you and Linfa. Well, Linfa is hungry now eating, so we can get out of here.
Yeah, I think so. So Paul, as I've seen, our situation is so sympathetic. Even one of the things that really caught my attention today, I said it on the SKTV top show tonight. That is, the judicial system we have is cherry picking, a discriminatory. I could see the group of people that the government said they charge them for hassles, but the group of people that are being charged to appear before the judge, they came in two forms. Another group came in, the orange jumpsuit. The other group came in coat suit, and all of them charged for the same crime. How? So the poor people, they are in jumpsuit, orange jumpsuit. The elite, the rich, the powerful people, they are in coat suit, come to the court. Why, say you, gentlemen? How? Do you think you will see real fair judgment in that case?
You work with the police before. If you go to Temple of Justice, there's a cloth on the woman's face. They call it justice is blind. So I guess that's your answer. So guys, I want to recognize few persons here. Link for again. Evelyn Colley, thank you for watching us today on the Bottom Line Discussion. Welcome to the discussion. Kindly share the show. And who else I must see? Andrew Dawoodson, thank you for watching us. Also, Harrison Bajubu, thank you for watching us. Linfa, let's close up.
Well, I just want to say it was good having the guys on here. Thank you for watching. This is the Bottom Line Liberia discussions. We've been here around 4 or 5 years, going to our 5th year. So we've been around for a while. And I think we've made our impact as well, or we'll continue to make our impact. We are a European-based platform, and we come on every Tuesday and Friday, and we discuss the issues as they are. Thanks for watching, and be with us next Friday.
Thank you. Padole?
Yeah.
So on that note, today is Friday. We want to say happy Friday, happy weekend to our followers. We're back here on Tuesday by His grace. So on that note, we'll leave here with a nice Liberian song to keep your weekend going, and we shall see you all by Tuesday by His grace. We'll see. So let me play this beautiful song from this young man from down water side.
Thank you.
I go. I not see plenty things with my eyeball. I swear I feeling passing more pressure. If you let cause me for not to judgment, they can put so on my skin. I know when you in no fool is a big display. My Kenya's a heavy for my won't let it to you when I hate too. So to my low, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my low, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my low, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my low, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my low, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my low, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my low, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my low, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my low, if you tired, put it down. Sitting there, they just want me to do it and worry. But my blessing bring won't set capel. I say my blessing para sole, 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 sole. I don't go, I don't go, I don't come with morale. Blessing rising, let us say I go out. Children running to jealous, say I know how. Let us say I know how. You tell my Lord, you told my Lord that you will get open more. You tell my Lord, you told my Lord that you will get open. I say you tell my Lord, you told my Lord that you will get open more. You tell my Lord, you told my Lord that you will get open. If you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my Lord, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my Lord, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my Lord, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my Lord, if you tired, put it down. Down what I saw. To my Lord, if you tired, put it down. Down what